Alrighty, it is Monday. I want to go back to Sunday, but the only thing that happened after I recorded was that at 5 we ended up going to sleep. I woke up at 6 a.m. I went to unload my phone. We ate breakfast. I finished Simon's magic item picture, and then I went to work on LaBelle. We split up at 7:30 so I could finally work on my audio. Throughout that time, Monica was watching videos. Um, in between when I, in between when I was working on the audio, I stopped and I deleted my Smack Jeeves account, and it surprised me about how fast that happened. Because the first thing I did was it wouldn't let me delete my account until I got rid of all my series, so I had to delete all my series first, and then it would let me delete my account. And it happened so fast. It was like it 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 kind of like upset me because like it took so long to just do all that stuff to begin with, to just get rid of it in one moment actually made me feel bad. I didn't even go back to like look at the comments and like save any of them. I remember some of them, but that's pretty much it. I can only remember them. I can't really like, look at them ever again. But like most of those comments were for back then, and they feel like they don't like apply now. And I think it's sad that I have that mentality towards them. It's just I don't know how to explain it. It just feels like, the people who said those things meant it then, and like they're not like, around anymore. I assume most of them moved to my Tapas account because my Tapas went up several followers since Smack Jeeves ruined their website. I ended up completing the picture for LaBelle's magic item. I was surprised at how fast I got that done. And then I got off at 9 a.m. I, by that point, only had completed 2 audio files, but I had been on for too long, so I couldn't be on any longer. At the time, Monica was watching the SpongeBob musical, but she stopped to rest after a point because her back was starting to hurt. She was resting on the chair weirdly, and she ended up irritating it. I don't know if it still hurts. I forgot to ask her if it was still hurting. So yeah. I was too active, so I went to go work on the drafts for the Happy 70 Chapters draft, and then the draft for Fauna and Clotilda's confrontation in chapter 69. The issue with that is that I need to reference the actual chapter to figure out what Clotilda looked like in that chapter, because throughout the entire time that was going on, her she was starting to look more and more disheveled. So I had to figure out what she looks like so I can make her look like that. So yeah, Monica got up and made a light lunch at like 10. We split up at 10:20, and then I went back to work at 10:30. I scanned and printed out the drafts. I colored and worked on the 4-panel comics until 12:30. I took a light break, and like we ate a very light dinner because she had just made chicken by that point, so we ate the small ones early. And then I went back on at like 2:30 to finish the last audio file, because by that point I only had one audio file left to do. So once that was done, I got off at 3. I'm trying to go whole hog on Marie and Pasha's 4-panel comic because there's not really much to that, so I can get that done pretty quickly. So yeah. I got off, I compressed my video, and then we just spent the whole afternoon just talking. So right now it's like 5:40, 5:50 something. I'm recording audio, she's working on her journal. We're planning on going to bed. Tomorrow money comes in. I have to remember to put the rent check in the mail at the end of the day so I don't forget about that. We're thinking of getting a couple of things for today. Like she wants to buy pot pie, and I'm pretty sure we're going to be eating those for the eve and the day of New Year's. What else is there? I don't know what else she wants to get. I'm not sure if she wants to go back to Walmart because we go through the chicken really quickly. I really want to get the peach apple cider, but I don't know if I don't know if Vaughn's is still carrying it. I definitely know that Walmart still has it though. I'm not sure they're gonna have it by the time that we get out there, because like they seem like they weren't flying off the shelf, so I don't really know. other than that, yeah, it's going to be mostly us just moving around and getting things. I suspect that I won't have much time to work on anything. If I do, it's probably going to be like later in the day. So I don't know if I'm going to finish the Photo Panel comics tomorrow. I think I might do them on the 1st and the 2nd. It takes a while to do the text. So I don't know, I have to figure it out. I'm just going to do the easy ones for now and see how much I can get done. So I think by Wednesday, I want to haul ass on any pictures that I've been lagging on, because like at this point I have what's it called, the comics, and I have those two sets of magic items I haven't done yet. I still haven't done Shasta and Marie yet, so I have to do that. And then I have that one summary picture, and like I think by Wednesday I should start panicking trying to get all that done, because by Sunday the next week I need to put text on everything. Everything needs text. I can't the first part of the text takes forever to decide. I also need to do the proofreading, so I want to start doing the proofreading by Saturday. So yeah, I'm a little worried that I haven't put enough effort into things, especially knowing that Tuesday's coming and Tuesday's going to be a very busy day. I don't know how much I can get done tomorrow. So I really have to haul ass. I'm very nervous. Is there anything else that's on my mind? I don't know how much I'm willing to skip out on the next chapter in case I can't get volume 7 done on time, because I keep feeling like 2 weeks is enough to get all this done, but I'm only 2 days in, so I shouldn't panic, but I'm panicking, especially because we spent this whole entire last afternoon just talking to each other. There's a holiday right now, so I feel like I should rest, but I also feel like I should haul ass, and I hate being in this state of mind. So I want to take the 31st and the 1st slowly, but I want to get something done. So I'm thinking about working on some of the drawings. I'm going to be line arting through Maquia, if we don't end up turning it off after a point, because I'm a little worried we're not going to like it and we're not going to want to finish it. Is there anything else that's on my mind? No, that's as much as I can think of. Alrighty then, that's all for today. I will see you in the next one. Alrighty, it is Tuesday, the last day of 2019. I kind of want to go back to Monday, but honestly, after I record audio, I just went to bed. So I slept through the night, got out of bed at 6:24. I resumed coloring. I was specifically working on Marie and Pasha's 4-panel comic. And then we ate breakfast together. We watched the first 30 minutes of Maquia. I really like the concept of her people. They really interest me. Oh my god. Also, I feel like the emotional impact of things randomly happening throughout the story, at least in the first 30 minutes, leave me feeling like there's not enough breathing room between it. I mean, and then we ended up with this time jump. I don't know how old her son is now. I think it's been at least he seems like he's 4 or 5. I'm I don't know, because the boys, the sons of the woman who she was living with didn't seem to age as far as we were concerned. They didn't look any different. So we're gonna pick up with it tomorrow morning. I got off at 7:30. We were planning on going to the bank and then Vaughn's, but much to our surprise, it was really, really violently windy. So we decided to take a shower instead, and then we got out at sometime around 8:30. We walked around for 30 minutes, and then I went back on. I resumed coloring Pasha and Marie's 4-panel comic, and I finished it. And then after we stopped to eat lunch, Monica told me she wanted to try to go out anyway. By that point, the wind actually died down, and we weren't really sure, so we didn't take our umbrella with us. We wished we had. After that, we went to the bank. She was trying to give me money. The problem is that I couldn't deposit it. It wouldn't let me. But it was stuck, like digitally it was stuck. I don't know how to explain that. So basically the machine wouldn't open so I can put my money in it, but it made me log in how much money it was, which confused me because it never opened up. So I ended up putting a fake amount of money into my account because I couldn't get out of the program after that point. There was no like back button to get out. So Monica ended up inserting the number into the program just to make it, process and getting back my card. So after that, I was like, I felt like I just stole the money because the machine never opened up so I can put that money in it. So I was like, I need to talk to the staff about this. So I went inside to talk to them. Monica went to Vaughn's without me. It took me forever to get some service, but eventually I talked to this woman, and she told me that she herself has no ability to delete the fake amount of money that was logged into my account. However, she did accept the cash by hand with written confirmation. So if anything is to happen, I have written confirmation that I went into the bank and had it deposited in person. So right now I have the amount of money that I was supposed to put in my account. I have double it right now. So she told me if the fake amount of money doesn't disappear by tomorrow, because she has figured somebody would take care of it by the evening, that I should just call the number on my receipt. Tomorrow's a holiday. I don't know about that. I figure I should try after New Year's. I'm not sure. So annoying. Okay, so I was in such a distress that I accidentally left my sunglasses on the counter. I realized that once I was out of the bank. But I was in such a bad mood, I didn't want to go back and get them. So I told Monica when I met up with her at Vaughn's, I found her in the produce section. She told me she was trying to take her sweet time so that we can rendezvous. I basically found her at the end of her shopping spree. So yeah. So she gave me her sunglasses, and then we got home at 12:30. I went back to work on the 4-panel comics. I finally remembered to upload my video. I completely kept forgetting about it. So after I was done with Pasha and Marie's 4-panel comic, I had text on it and everything, I resumed working on the other 3. We ended up eating. I guess it was dinner. I don't really know. We ended up eating at 2. I feel like it was lunch part 2 because we didn't really eat a large lunch. So, I stopped coloring at 3. I wrote a little bit more of that fanfic. I wrote like a page and a half. And then we rested until 8 o'clock. At least I rested until 8 o'clock. I couldn't sleep. I tried so hard to find some sleep, but I was just my mind was wandering all too much. So I got back on at 8. I went back to work on the next 3 4-panel comics, and Monica came to join me at 9. So right now it's 9:30. So I'm finally recording. So this is what I want to do. I don't think I'm going to be able to get text on the 4-panel comics today, because I spent so much time just hassling with the colors. I think I'll do all the text for them tomorrow. I don't know if we're gonna stay up all night long. I mean, that was my intention, but I didn't get any sleep, so I don't think I should. I'm not sure what else I want to do, because out of all the things I need to do, I have 3 pictures that require me to put weapons on them. I have 3 or 4 pictures that I need to put weapons on. I'm saying 3 or 4 because I feel like the one for chapter 69 needs a lot of work. I practically need to reread that entire chapter. I feel like out of all the smallest picture just requires one asset. And so I should get that done. I feel like the hardest thing is going to be Murray's pile bunker, because like I feel like I don't really understand what it looks like, even though that she's already used it in the story. So I'm not really sure about it. Other than that, I have one picture already printed out that needs to be line arted. I think I can fuss with that a little bit if we're going to stay up. Other than that, I don't think I can work on the 4-panel comics, because I have to sit down and actually type out the text for that. So yeah, I guess I'm gonna have to wait for that. Other than that, it's only Wednesday, or it's going to be Wednesday. So I feel like I'm making pretty good time, considering that I only have at least, like, I would say about approximately, like, I'm gonna say like 4 to 5 things to do left, and that's it. And I'm hoping by Saturday I could just, focus on the proofreading, and then merge from proofreading all the way into the texts, and that's it. So that's best case scenario, and I don't know how soon I can get that done, but I'm gonna haul some fucking ass on it. So yeah, I'm really nervous about this. I'm kind of willing to let Files First Chapter 70 lag, because like Chapter 70 is the last chapter, so I don't really need to hurry to finish that, but at the same time I would like it done. I would like it out of the way. And like I said, I need to do the Ask Amymoneys. I just need to find some questions. So I'm trying to think of something of importance that happened. I feel like that's basically everything. We do need to go out and get paper towels, but I don't know if she wants to do that tomorrow, because like it's a holiday, and it's not like I expect everything to be closed, but like I don't expect everything to be functional. I don't know. We're gonna have to like figure out what we want to do tomorrow. Is there anything else on my mind? No. Alrighty then. That's all for today. I will see you in the next one. Alrighty, it is Wednesday. It's the first day of 2020. I don't know if I should go back to Tuesday, because like, even though I try to stay up, we're just too tired. I ended up getting off at 10. Slept throughout the night. Completely missed any like New Year's celebrating. Monica says she woke up at 1 and there was silence, so I figured there wasn't any fireworks this year. Because if there was, I'm sure the fireworks would have woken us up. I'm not sure what time I woke up. I guess it was like between 3 and 4, but I got out of bed at 4:50. I went on at 5 and finished the art for the 4-panel comics. I ended up setting out the pizza to thaw. Monica got up at 6 and cooked it. I completed 2 sets of the 4-panel comics, and I stopped at 6:30 to eat, and we watched Maquia to the ending. Man, I don't know what to say about this. The amount of time skips that were in the movie really made it hard to follow what was going on, especially because like sometimes they would skip to something that was like, how do we end up here? You know what I mean? And like I feel like her son was really hard to tolerate when he was a teenager, and I figure that would have worked better from his point of view and not hers, because like from her point of view he was just being a brat, and I feel like that didn't help. It didn't make him any sympathetic. It didn't work. However, if it was taken from his point of view and then she was just being like overbearing control freak, I can understand. I feel like people framing teenagers like they're just selfish without actually establishing why they're selfish, it doesn't work. It just feels like I'm looking at a caricature of a teenager. I'm not actually looking at a real teenager, because teenagers feel oppressed, and not showing the oppression makes me feel like that teenager feels like a fake teenager to me. So I didn't like that. I'm surprised she met up with the older boy of the 2 boys that woman was raising. And the thing that upsets me is that we didn't find out what their names were until like after the fact. Oh God. What else was an issue for me? I think the entire arc that Krim had was a complete waste because he didn't seem like an unreasonable character. I mean, he really seemed like he had some sense of reason, and like I understand that they wanted to use him to show he couldn't move on from the past and the girls could. But I feel like considering how the girl's story ended, I just felt like they killed him for no reason. It just made me feel like, okay, if this is where the story is going, why couldn't he just like tolerate Layla wanting to see her daughter, and then the three of them could escape together? It just felt like, okay, so she got to escape for her and he died, and it just makes me feel like, what the hell with that? Because like I can understand that he needed to die so she could stay with her daughter, but she left her, which left me feeling like, what the hell was all that about? So I didn't agree with that. I also didn't understand if having her be there to help his her son's the wife give birth, that felt extra. That felt really extra. I didn't appreciate it. I know what they were trying to say with it, but I feel like no, it really felt extra. And then like going as far as having her come back to see him die in his old age made me feel like, okay, when is this ending? Because like it ended like 3 or 4 times. I feel like for me, it ended when she talked to him for the last time. It ended when she saved her friend. It ended when I think he got back and talked to his wife, and it ended when she went to go see him, and then it ended when she was leaving after he died, which left me feeling like, oh my god, that was like freaking 4 to 5 endings, and it's like, which one of these is the ending? It just feels like I feel like it almost felt masturbatory at how the ending actually felt. So by the end of it, I feel like I understand it in concept, but I just didn't appreciate how they approached it, because like by the time we got to the ending, it was just like this felt very sloppy. The ending felt very sloppy. I figured they trying to make it feel real life or something, and I think it would be worse if any of these characters were based off of people that the writer knew. She's known for doing stuff like this emotional shit, and like it just left me feeling like, wow, this was a what the hell with this. So I don't really want to say I liked it. I liked it in concept. I just didn't like. It's not one of my favorite movies, and I think it was a worse way to start 2020, because like we're not in a good mood. I mean, we haven't been in a good mood, and it's been bringing both of us down. And I wish we could have watched something a little bit more exciting. Like I was hoping that Premiere would have been out by now, but like it wanted to keep rerunning itself within 4D and everything and all that stuff like that. It's just like, ugh. So Premiere's not going to be out until like February. I figure we're gonna end up seeing it by then, and like I hope things pick up, because like so far this first day wasn't that exciting, and I'm just like annoyed by it. I was hoping for things to be more exciting. Okay. So yeah, after Maquia, I finished the last 4-panel comic, and then I got off at 9. We walked around for an entire hour, and then we lay down and rested from 10 to 11. I went back on to print out drafts. Stopped to eat lunch. I line arted Shasta's magic item picture, and then I passed him off to Monica, and then I line arted the draft for the chapter 67 illustration, and I forgot to edit it. And then I started line arting through the Happy 70 chapters thing, and that's almost done. I just haven't worked on it since earlier. I got off at 1, we walked around for 30 minutes, and then we laid down at 2:22. I tried to sleep, but I just couldn't. I felt bored, like I was wasting time, so I went back on at 4 o'clock. I edited the chapter 67 illustration scan, and I traded it with Monica's finished picture of Shasta, and then I ended up coloring in Shasta, but then I got stuck on his background. So I have to figure out what to do with his background. I don't really know what to do with it at the moment. So it's about like 5:30, 5:40. I don't know how long I've been talking. She's on the computer now. She's concerned with her health because of things that have happened recently, and I told her, okay, tomorrow go call the MRI and get that done. And when you're done with that, go in and schedule for another appointment with your doctor, because like she needs to talk about some things that she hasn't been feeling well. And like I don't know how to help her. I don't know what she needs. And I'm like, I know her. She's I'm afraid she's gonna recede into this state of like not wanting to do anything about it because she's scared. And it's just like, ugh. I told her it's better to get this done now so that way we don't have to worry about it later. Because like we're still in the middle of the first week, and our second week is gonna be the last week, and I need to spend most of that time writing. So I'm probably not gonna have enough time to work on my text projects. I'm trying to get as much things as done as possible, so I don't have to like I don't know. I need to do something for LaBelle's text, and I haven't thought about it yet. And like I don't know if I'm getting enough done. I feel like not enough things are happening. Although the majority of the pictures I need to do are mostly done. I still have Marie. I still have the drafts for the extras for chapter 69, and then I have the illustrations for Flora and LaBelle's extras. They're the only ones I haven't worked on. It's the other three that are done, but like LaBelle is the second one. He comes like in chapter 62, and then Flora comes in I think chapter 63, which makes me feel like shit, fuck, that's too soon. I have to do them soon, and I haven't done anything for them, and it makes me mad that I haven't thought to do it, because like when I stop, I just stop. I don't think about all the things I could be doing in tandem, so I need to do that too. So when I get Marie printed out and I get the extras for chapter 69 printed out, I need to stop. I need to come up with poses for LaBelle and Flora, and I have I'm going to give myself until Friday, between Friday and Saturday, to get all those done, because like I need to be working on text all the final week. So I have a list of all the things that are almost ready to be finished. It's actually a pretty large amount of things. Of course, the first chapter, chapter 61 is in there. I don't know how fast I'm going to get that done, because like I have to think about some of these things I want to say, and it's just like so much. And like it's one of those things where like I know I need to be working on this, but I also feel like I feel a little stressed out already, because like it wasn't a good day, and like I want it to be a better day. Oh man, I don't know if Precure was on break for the last 2 weeks. All I know is that we haven't seen it, so maybe it was. I don't know. All I know is that I haven't seen it. I kind of miss it. I wish that we could have watched it. Is there anything else? No, that's as much as I could think. I hope things start improving, because like I just feel miserable. Alrighty then, that's all for today. I will see you in the next one. Alrighty, it is Thursday, but I have to go back to Wednesday really quick. So after I record audio, I spent a little time updating my journals. I wrote a little bit of my fanfic, and then I went to bed. I woke up sometime around like 10:30. I don't know how much sleep I got. All I know is that I went back to bed, and then I woke up at 3. I got out of bed at 4, and then I resumed working on Shasta's magic item picture. I really don't like the background I chose for it, but I felt pressure to finish it, and like I could always go back and change it, but at this point I just feel like I want to move on to something else. So I ended up working on the drafts for the chapter 69 extras, and then I worked on Marie's magic item draft. Monica got up at 5:40 and started making breakfast. I sketched, scanned, and printed out drafts for Flora and LaBelle's character pages. And then I printed out more gray sketches for Byron and Clotilda's character pages. I stopped at 6 to eat breakfast. We watched a bunch of YouTube, and then I got off at 7. So I rested while Monica did a little bit of coloring, and then we went to Walmart at like 7:30. We spent a lot of time just browsing around. I wanted to see the sunglasses because I want to replace the sunglasses I lost at the bank. She wants to get a pair of sunglasses at Five Below, a specific pair that she wanted, so she'll try to trade me the ones that she has. which is another set of glasses that we found going to the laundromat. I don't mind them. They're a little bit scuffed, but they're a lot more sturdier than the last ones that I had. And then we picked out what Valentine's chocolate we might get next month. And then we looked at the mice in the computer section. And then we picked up paper towels and trash bags, and that's it. So yeah, I got back at 9:30. We went back to work on the extras. Monica finished coloring the chapter 67 extra while I finished line arting the Happy 70 chapters scan. I got off at like 10:48. I tried to call that number on the receipt I got for the failed deposit I made on the ATM on the 31st, and it told me I could resolve it on the internet, so I ended up hanging up. So I tried, I'm going to skip ahead, but I tried to deal with it later on the internet, and it didn't give me enough options. It gave me very like few options, and I couldn't solve my problem. So I'm deciding I'm going to go and I'm going to call them again, because like trying to do this on the internet was a failure. So yeah. At the same time, Monica called for her MRI. They asked her a weird question she didn't have an answer for. I asked her if she needed a shot, but she doesn't know anything about that. So she also made another appointment for her hospital just to check up on something. And she's gonna try to ask them about the whole injection for the MRI thing, because she needs to get that started. So yeah, she got an appointment for tomorrow at 1. So I'm gonna bring Flora and LaBelle's stuff to line art. So yeah, I went back on at 12 and scanned a lot of things, and then I line arted the chapter 64 extras. This is the part where I tried to resolve my banking problem online, and I failed. I got off at 2. We rested until like 3:31. I ended up washing my jacket. Monica put away the chicken. She threw out some garbage. We went back to sleep, or we tried to sleep. I tried so hard to sleep. I was just laying there, rested until 5. So I ended up going back on, and she eventually joined me. I edited and passed the chapter 69 extras to Monica, so she's coloring those in right now, because the Happy 70 chapters thing, there's so many characters, and then she's going to be coloring that thing for the rest of her life. So I briefly stopped right now to record, because I haven't had a chance to record yet. I'm still on. Marie is done. Marie's liner is done, so I need to edit it right now, so I'm going to do that. I was thinking about finishing Flora and LaBelle today, so that way I could work on the scripts while I'm at the appointment, because I'm gonna go with her. But I also feel like I don't know. I'm really not sure. I feel like I just wanna do this instead. So it's gonna be only 4 pictures. I have the packet for tomorrow. So I have 2 choices. Monday we're gonna go to the laundromat. I could either, because at this point I've pretty much drawn everything I need to draw. I don't think I have anything else I need to draw. At this point I'm just trying to rush to color things, and I'm trying to get everything done between Friday and Saturday. I don't see myself finishing all this stuff until like maybe next week. Maybe on Sunday would probably be the point where I finish all this stuff. I don't really know. It depends on how much time I have on it. All I know is that I'm thinking if I don't bring chapter 89 with me to the laundromat to start it, I'm thinking about doing the scripts then. I don't know. I have to decide, because I have had no chance to work on the script at all. So yeah, I really don't know. I feel like I should probably take the last week to work on it, but at the same time, I need to type out the summaries for illustrations that have summaries, and I don't remember how many there are. I have to take a look at it. I don't know. I'm so exhausted. Alrighty then. I can't think of anything else to say. I'm just gonna try really hard to finish as much as it's finished. I will see you in the next one. Alrighty, it is Friday, but I have to go back to Thursday really quick. So after I recorded audio, I went back on, I edited Marie's magic card picture, and then I colored in the chapter 76 extra until 7. We both got off to go to sleep. I slept all through the night. I woke up at 3, but then I got out of bed at 4:30. I went back on to finish the chapter 76 extra. And then I ended up finding World War III trending on Twitter because of what Trump did. He ended up having somebody important from Iraq killed, and they said they're going to seek revenge, but they haven't explained what yet, so we're going to have to see about that. So yeah, Monica ended up joining me at 5:35. She got some work done on the extras. After I finished chapter 67's extra, I ended up switching over to Marie's magic illustration. And then I watched some interview with Brandon Sanderson about the Wheel of Time. I had no idea it's finally getting a series. Because, like, last I had heard of it, he finished it, and that they sold the rights so that way they can, give it a series or a movie. And so now it seems like they're going to go through with that. I'm so surprised. So he's popular again. No, he's always been popular. So yeah, Monica stopped coloring to make breakfast at 6. And then I stopped at Marie's Pile Bunker. I ate breakfast with her. We watched YouTube, got off at 7. We hit Northgate to get water, got home at 8. Took a shower, got out at 9, went back on to finish Marie. And once I was done with Marie, I started tweaking all the magic cards. All the magic cards are almost done. I need to do is the text, and that's it. I did Simon's magic icon for his, and so he was done after that. And I went in to go fish Marie's out of her folder, and so I applied it. All I need to do is the text for her, and then Shasta and Libelle, and I'm done. So yeah, we ate lunch. We got off at 11. I wrote a little bit of my fanfic, and then Monica got off at 12, and we got ready to go to her appointment at the UCI building. We left at 2:20. We arrived sometime around 1. So I waited for her. She said it took her an entire hour to get serviced. That's so annoying. So all they did was make her take a pee sample, and then they told her that she needs to go to this place to get her blood taken. We're trying to figure out when to go. We think since we're going to do laundry on Monday, it's best to go on Tuesday. So yeah. And then she needs to go to this one place, get an ultrasound for her bladder, since she's having issues with it. So, yeah, I'm worried about it too. I hope it's going to be okay. So this is what I got done while I was waiting for her. I finished all of Libelle and Flora's line arts, except for Libelle's Naginata, because I didn't have a ruler, so I couldn't make straight lines. And then I drew Pasha and Philippe's entire first scene of chapter 89, and then we got home sometime around what time was it when we got back? I think it was 3, and then we hit Burger King. We got a coupon. We both were really hungry, so I hit Burger King. We got dinner, and then we went to Target originally to get some water, but then we ended up looking at the Valentine's section, and they had plushies of Afghan hounds. They had a pink one, a tan one, and a white one, and Monica really wanted the white one. Actually, there was 2 white ones. The other white one had pink highlights on it, but Monica didn't like that one, so we got the white one. And then we got a heating blanket, and then we hit Five Up Below, and we got her some sunglasses. She doesn't like them, which upsets me. So yeah, got home at 4:30 and went back on. So she was watching something over there, and I'm still on, but I have to edit the line art, but I wanted to record really quick, so I'm done with this. Is there anything else that's important? I have to finish all this line art tomorrow. I don't know if I can finish all this line art tomorrow. I'm thinking about just doing, since Monica's struggling with the Happy 70 chapters, that I'm gonna be the one to do the Libelle and the Libelle and Flora stuff, because I could do those really quickly compared to her. So I might as well do them myself, and so I get them out of the way, because Libelle is in chapter 62 and then Flora's in chapter 63, and I need to do those next week. Oh, I don't know how I'm going to get all this stuff done. I'm definitely going to start pushing myself more. Tomorrow I'm going to call the bank again and see if I can get my
debit card fixed because of that stupid fake 100. Because I didn't think about it today. I should check back to see if something has happened to it yet. Because like I think it's probably still there. All right, then that's all for today. I will see you in the next one.
Alrighty, it is Saturday, but I have to go back to Friday really quick. So after I recorded audio, I edited and colored in all 4 pictures. I did the skin and the eyes and stuff. And then we got up at 6. We ended up opening up the heating blanket for the first time, and we warmed up the bed. It was so great to get into a pre-warmed bed. Usually we end up shivering ourselves until we're warm, but a pre-warmed bed was great. I slept until 12. I couldn't fall back asleep, so I went back on at 2. Colored in the hair and the irises of the characters, and then I got off at 3. Had a weird dream. There was Token Rambu, Demon Slayer, Magi, every fandom I've ever been into. I don't know why I was thinking about Demon Slayer. I have never watched it. Then again, I've seen a lot of fan art for it, just like how I had a dream about those characters from Attack on Titan, and I haven't watched that series either. So yeah, I woke up at 6:40. Monica was already up. She gave me sliced pears, and then we talked for a little bit. I went back on at 6:50. I resumed coloring, stopped previously to eat breakfast, and then watched YouTube until oh darn it, I didn't actually keep track of when we stopped. All I know is that I ended up going back to finishing Flora and LaBelle's pictures. I took a break at 9, and then I called the bank. They serviced me at 9:30, and the woman said that she is going to send the bank a letter telling them to deduct the extra $100 that wasn't mine, and that was it. At first, she made it seem like she was going to send me a letter, but I don't know. I have to wait to find out if anything's gonna change. So yeah. After that, I talked to Monica for a little bit. She wanted to go to sleep, but lunch was coming up soon, so I offered to go to Vaughn's and pick up some things to eat. So I went by myself. I took the bike and went down there, and I picked up some things for Tuesday because we're going to the lab for a blood test on that day. I don't know, what time did I get home? I think I got home at 10. We ate lunch at 10:30. I went back on at 11. I finished LaBelle's second picture, so he's sort of ready. I feel like I still need a few more images for that. And then I worked a little bit on Flora's second picture, but I got off before I could do her shoes. I got off at 12:40. So Monica got up and we went for a 40-minute walk, and then we had dinner, and then we rested until 3. She didn't, not really. She was writing something, but I couldn't sleep, so I went back on and I started watching all through these YouTube videos that I saw had just barely been loaded. So yeah, so Flora's ready. So I switched over to my 2020 graphic for my audio blog, and I just finished it. It's the same picture, but it's blue, and I'm trying to figure out if I mind that. I don't know if I wanted something more colorful. All I know is that I had a really hard time thinking of something to do, and I'm just gonna leave it for now because I don't really want to harp on it too much. And I had a much clearer vision for the previous one than this one, so I'm gonna let it slide. So yeah, so I stopped very briefly right now to record. So this is the final recording. I need to unload the phone, and I need to start editing audio, and I want that done tonight. I don't want to be doing it tomorrow because tomorrow I have to do the proofreading, and I only have 1 week to get this done, and I have to get it done quickly. So I'm very nervous about this. Is there anything else that's on my mind? So this is the order I'm planning to do. I'm going to wake up early. I'm going to proofread through chapter 61 and 62. Once it's completed, I'm going to load it to Imager, and then I'm also going to take notes for the summaries and try to figure out how to do detailed 2 summaries. Also, I need to do the character pages, but I kind of feel like I should wait on those because I don't have enough ideas of what I can type. I have some ideas, but I kind of want to do all of them in tandem. I don't want to do them right away. I just want to get the summaries done first. I have questions for the Ask Amymoneys, but I need time to type those out. And now I'm mostly focused on I'm going to be focused on the editing of the audio. So I don't think I'll be able to work on that until like later. Monica's still working on the Happy 70 chapter, so as soon as she's done with that, I need to get those off, and I'm probably going to be working on 69 while I'm editing audio. I don't know. I'll have to see how that goes. Alrighty then. That's all for today. I will see you in the next one.